guys, welcome to Style Class Live. If you had tuned in a few minutes earlier, we had a squirrel run across our line. Squirrel. I don't get disconnected. Anyways, we are back if you were here earlier, but we are starting fresh and anew. We are going to have the second week of talking about the fall collection, fit, function, and fabrications. And this one, we are going to get through a lot of our different designs. We've got Sarah here with us, so we're going to be talking different heights as well from Katura, myself, and Sarah. And we are also going to address how to dial things up and how to dial them down with maybe like a hint to building in your own personality. And I'm going to avoid the word trend, and the reason why is this. I am hearing for a lot of people that you feel a little bit inundated with trends. They are coming at you from Instagram. They were always coming at us from the magazines. And now, if any of you guys are on Substack, that is a big place of where you are getting trend feed as well. And what is happening to some people is they are feeling like, well, I don't want to be too much of a follower. Am I going to start looking like so-and-so? And if this was my style, how do I retain it? If this stylist is now wearing it, like, can I claim it as my own?
Well, that's so good about why we have stylists here and what our stylists do, which we talked about last week, right? It's such a point of differentiation that we have people that can guide you through that process, even though you're shopping on your own.
And even I think the idea of a style of your own, like there's your own personal style and your own twist on it, but none of us own anything, right?
No one owns
anything in the world. Creative ideas, even like we never even know where they really actually emanated from. And so just to drive the point home, very quickly, I was with a friend the other night and she mentioned that she had gotten the triple pierced earrings. She's like, I kind of copied you. And I'm like, well, you didn't, because I kind of copied Sarah, and you've always had your
it's a cultural thing. I love like a whole full ear.
Yeah. So the idea is I asked her, why did you do it? And she said, well, I did it because I wanted to be able to wear lots of different earrings at once.
Yes,
right? Options.
Yep.
And she said that she was bummed then because she opened up the New York Times. I think it was the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal, and there was an article saying, like, is a triple earring the new person's midlife crisis? And like, when will this trend end? So like you just said, for you, it's a cultural thing. It's not a trend.
But I feel like all the women that I see and that they pull up their sleeve when we're styling them, I'm like, I did not expect you to have a tattoo, or I did not expect you to have earrings. And I do think it's like adorning yourself.
And I asked her, I said, well, you told me the reasons for why you did the earrings this way. So you can't let someone else's notion of a trend, or if it's a trend for them, that has no bearing on you. And when you understand the why behind your choices, it gives you the Teflon to read that article and be like, not for me, and just move on and go about your life. So for whatever reason you have for doing things, that is where you get your Teflon. And we all know that when we don't understand the rationale behind our behavior, it tends to make us a little more nervous. So guys, today, that is why when we talk about how we are styling things, we'll let you know the rationale for why we have chosen to do what we've done. And then you can think that totally applies to me or that doesn't. Exactly. And therefore. So today.
So you're wearing the Jules wool trouser, right? And I feel
skirt.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I wanted to say trouser skirt. Yeah.
So this has got the trouser top. So let's look a little bit closer.
Skirt.
It's a tailored skirt, but let's start first. The fabrication. It's a gingham weave here, and I don't mean gingham in any kind of preppy way.
No, it's a true technical term. Like it's gingham, so it almost, when you back up, you're like, oh, she has on a purple skirt or jacket, but you come closer, you see that it's a navy blended with a really rich,
it's like a dark,
aubergine.
Yeah, it's like a brown color that with the navy, it's giving this vibe.
Like a ring 3 and a ring 2 navy.
So the skirt here, you can see that it has the raw edge, but you can see what's really important here is this trim here.
And the stay stitch.
Exactly. So that's what keeps it from completely unwinding here. And I'm wearing it in the trouser skirt. Now, what is different from the trouser skirts that we've done for a couple seasons now is this one is fluted.
I was gonna say, can we talk about fluting
Yeah.
and how it's not a trend, but you're creating something new, right?
Yeah, it was when Tracy and I were in Belgium designing, even though you're in the place of like the Antwerp 6 and it's got a real grit to it, we were also craving a lightness and a femininity. And I think that's
But
what
not
Antwerp
overly.
6 did so well, right? I mean, Dries, like definitely feminine, but interesting and all that. So the fluting was a way of giving it, but not over the top, like we just said. And so I'm wearing it with the mercerized wool sweater here.
So this is a new silhouette for us, but it's not an old yarn, but it's a yarn that we've used before.
Yeah.
You know you love it because it has this nubbiness to it. It has a feeling, it's wool. It's like, we called it skin-like before because it would sit close, but this is a little easier. Would you say?
Yeah, this one's a little more off the body. When we were calling it skin light, you're right, it was more fitted bodies where you really actually could see the skin through it.
Right.
This sweater is absolutely year round for us. And I don't care where you are, because if you are in South Asia, South Georgia, wherever, you know that people love their air conditioning. And so this really, really works for places that are heavily air conditioned, because when it is so lightweight, you can really get it through a belt loop.
Yeah.
So when you don't want it on, just belt loop it through.
What I also like is that while it's not a fully fashioned sweater, seeing the seaming here, this roll seam, it's really a luxury or a higher end kind of finish on a sweater. So it gives it a detail. It doesn't fall flat, but it's still an easy wearable.
So you've got the high crew neck.
Yeah.
It's got more of a rounded body, drop shoulder here, and then a more narrow sleeve.
Yeah.
So this is not, if you hold it up, this is not a straight fitting sweater. Actually, here's the red one.
Yeah.
You can see the body when you hold it up here it's really got a roundness, and then the more narrow sleeves, versus like when we do the V-neck, for instance, you'll see the body shape is a little more straight up and down. Okay? And then I'm gonna go change in a minute, Couture, but I just wanna show, we've got two different styles of jackets here.
Yes, we do.
In this, and you've got on the longer
So
one.
yeah, I have on the bomber, and if you've been with us for a while, you know that we've had the leather bomber that was this longer, but kind of almost, we do a cocoon back really well, and the cocooning, but this belt is what's new for me. I really feel that having something that hits a little bit long on the body, this one's about 26 inches long, I think this one is 36, so it's like a 10-inch difference.
Yeah.
Different feelings, like same but different, right?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna open my belt just to show them. This is elasticized. I'm wearing a large, and you know I usually wear an extra large, but in things that are, I think this one might only be available now still in large. So the snaps are here, but you see that it says it's a 50-inch hip. I have a 51-inch hip, but the fact that this is still stretching means that this is elasticized. So Amy wears a size small. I'm wearing a size large. And the good thing about the construction of these jackets, this is wool, but it's fully lined. And it's lined in a fabrication that's really like easy, casual, soft on the body. And you can totally cuff this up if you are petite, or even if you just want a different vibe. It's really good.
And this one does go up to an extra large.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm wearing the shorter length here. So you can see this one does not have that turtle back here, cocoon back, however we want to call it. You have a lot of motocross details in the collection. I'm doing a Substack right now to explain the why behind that. As always, this has the double zipper. So what that double zipper does is it allows you to be zipped up all the way to the top, but still have some ease to it. Because you can see here, I feel a little too closed in. When we talk about big, slim skin, this is one of the ways to get the idea of slim or skin, is just creating that triangular shape on the body. And then I want to show you here, just for extra styling, like clearly I have pushed this over the top with the white tights and the gray shoe. But you can see Couture has just gone all dark here. That works. But you did give yourself some breathing room with the lighter colored top.
Right.
And then what I want to show for extra, when you're feeling it, I do have on as well the little zebra print belt here.
And would that play into your modifier, kind of like the CP book? What is this irony for you, or is this friction?
It's irony. It's the good ick.
Mhm.
So this is one that, like, if I were in the office all day
Mhm.
right now, the sock, the white, the shoe is giving the good strange that I
Right.
need to feel more creative.
Mhm.
But if I was going out that night, one of the things when you're going out is people tend to see you like from here up.
Right.
And so I think here is where this is going to take it one more level for going out. So this
Right.
is going to be the ick that I'm reaching for.
Yeah.
So you guys know that friction is good in life because it's real. Everyone's going to have it, and it definitely feels good on your clothing, and it inevitably makes things much more interesting.
I went and grabbed this because I just thought if people have gotten this
Can I
jacket
change
before,
my clothes?
yeah, sure do. The silhouette that Amy was just wearing is actually similar to this body, so you would take the same size as what you took. I can't remember the exact fabrication, but we had this with the pleated skirt previously. I want to talk to you a little bit about the perfect tee that I'm wearing under this, because at first glance, this looks like it's just a tee with a crew neck, and I'm wearing it with the fundamental pleated skirt. And so I am craving a lot of things in my closet. I have a gap for a few colors. I have a gap for a few silhouettes. And having something just as interesting as this gusset, I don't know if you can see that. It almost looks like it's crunched up, but it has a gusset at the elbow that is so, it's on brand for Tibby, but it's also so interesting when you're out and about and you're talking to people and it looks like it's nothing, but it's really something special. And that's what's so great about, you know, pieces, people, it seems like there's nothing, but there's really something special. So just like our Marlin blazer that has the slit in the sleeve, this is kind of akin to that. So you're not just getting a t-shirt. And the weight of this, our perfect t-shirts are a little bit heavier than the average t-shirt. It almost feels like a sweater. Like a sweater, meaning like a lightweight sweater. So I'm wearing size extra large here. Even though I'm fuller in the bust, this still fits easy on the body, so I can fold it up or wear it down. And I'm also wearing this with, we talked about this last week. Sloan, this is the Cuda, right?
Yep.
Say the Cuda boot. And so I still have a little bit of room here to really give my calf some breathing room. And I really like that because I could scrunch it down or I could wear it up. And it just stands up perfectly, but a little bit different than a riding boot. You can see that Amy was wearing a high heel, and we almost look like we're the same height. We're like 2 or 3 inches different because I have a little wedge heel inside. Oh, cool.
I'm gonna come on with Sarah now.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty.
Okay. So, Sarah, gotta hold your jacket. So Sarah, you're wearing the tropical wool peplum top.
Yep. For those of you looking, it is the recycled tropical wool overall top.
And that is really, really important, all those details to that it is like an overall top. Because peplum, I think, can denote something very sweet.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
I agree
and
with
I don't
that.
think you look sweet at all. And so what this is doing is, like, you've got the double zipper in here
Right.
as well, so you can leave that unzipped. What size are you wearing?
This is a 00.
Okay, so Sarah's wearing the 00. That's what she wears across the board in Tibby, and you are 5 feet? Okay, so you've got all of the little overall details here, and then it comes up there in the back.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the different ways that you would wear this. Like, talk to me about like now versus later,
So
dressy versus not.
yeah, so I think how I'm wearing it now is kind of the key way that I would wear it. I typically look for things that can dial up or tone down an outfit. So I'm wearing the nylon piped jogger here, so that immediately is casual. And I think in this scenario, the top elevates it a bit and makes it seem more polished versus if I was just wearing a t-shirt, I'd be getting off a very different vibe.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And then what I really love in particular are the slits on the side here, so that if you are wearing a jean or you're wearing something with a pocket, you know, Tibby people, we love pockets. It's not bunching, and it really just allows for a lot of movement underneath. So I'd wear this with a Sid jean, a tuck jean.
And do you mind turning around? I want to show one other detail here. This also has like all the trouser pockets as well. And this is very interesting to me because like when people, you know, like I love the idea of wearing a top that's actually a short turned
Right.
upside down, but do I feel like myself in a top that is actually a pair of shorts turned upside down. That's like, it kind of jumps the shark for me, it goes
Totally.
a little
I
bit
get
too
that.
much. And I think that it's these details that Tracy puts into the line that give all that notion of something being more than it is.
Yes,
Without crossing that line where
for
it
sure.
may just not be right for your
Yeah, I think it's very intentional. I think it's very grounded in like our to be ethos. So nothing about this even though there are a lot of different zippers, there are belt loops here for those of you that want to add a belt. There are these like bells and whistles, so to speak, but they're not overwhelming. They're very quiet, and they actually all have a purpose and make a lot of sense. Like they're there. Your clothes are supposed to work hard for you, and so I feel like this top in particular just has all of those things built in, but because all of these details are covered in itself, it's very quiet.
Exactly, quiet, but it's making a statement. And I think this is where our sweet spot is, guys, when we talk about what something means to be chill, modern, and classic all at the same time, this is it. So it is just not in the brand's DNA, in our DNA, to create something where, like, if we had sequins on this, well, rule of three would tell me I got to pull back. I'm not going to do the overall hardware or something. And that doesn't mean that we don't lean into crazier things.
Yeah, of course.
But it means that we're very focused with what the core of our closet is. Crazier things become the had to haves or maybe an extreme in and out. But this is where our DNA lies. And this is where this feels for a lot of you, like you put it on, you're like, well, I'm home.
Right. You feel very much at ease. And I think, just in terms of styling this year round, we talked about it before, I definitely would wear it with like a little short underneath and wear it as a tiny short and wear it kind of as a tunic. And then to that accord, I think it really works well over like our compact stretch legging. I think it works well with an opaque tight. And then also layering underneath it.
Yeah, like with where a jacket would hit too.
Yep.
I think, and I just want to see where because I like the idea when you're zipped up that it looks like you've got this extra layer. So if you're wearing pants, it's kind of like the effect of wearing a skirt over pants, but you're not. It's just a peplum top.
Yeah, and then in the same fabric, so this is the recycled tropical wool Moto jacket, and it's super, super lightweight, which I think.
Can you show that detail at the neck too?
Yep.
Those are literally from motocross items that we had.
So there's a few different ways that you can wear this, and it's really, dealer's choice, so to speak. But these, like Amy said, the detail here is from motocross. So I'm just gonna go like that. It's a two-way zipper, which of course we love. So, it's not constricted at all. And I think, because this is a recycled tropical wool, it's for those of you that have shop tibby, no tibby, this is our signature fabric. It's so lightweight that I really do feel like this is something that even now, going into August, is something that I'm going to start rotating into my closet as just an overlayer. But what I really do love, and I was looking at it before, is just the shape of this jacket and just how easy it is. It's funny when you and Tracy showed me this, I was like, we haven't done something like this, and it felt really surprising and really fresh. So I'm really, really excited about this jacket.
I think it's one too, if you're in a more conservative work environment, this can almost read like a blazer with a matching pant, and then you go out at night with something totally different.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm wearing the Bio Twill pant. Last week, Sloan was wearing this as the Bermuda short. And, we're just going to keep doing this pant until we don't do it anymore. But what's great is it's got the snaps. I've got it in the weird snap here. I can wear it full length, or I can snap it up a little bit more and turn it into a giant wide cup here. And I've got this one on with the little cheetah belt guy here. And this is a thing where, here, okay, like, I love it. I'm reaching to the white sock to give some ick. If I want to have it a little bit more, maybe I'm going to do the red sweater to brighten things up a bit. And then maybe some days I'm going to do this. So this isn't in a quest for me to build the coolest outfit, the best outfit. This is me just finding what the mood is for that day and what I want to lean into.
I really like that this is a twist on things that really could traditionally look preppy or classic. Like, you weren't really craving, I guess before, like anybody's animal. It was a very specific animal. It's in a hair. It's not patent. Tell us more about that.
It was really for something that gives ick, you know, like when Tracy and I were in Antwerp, what we were so drawn to in the city was the full merger between modernity and heritage. And they weren't separate, they really came together.
Okay.
And I think for me, when classic modernity, ick, and refinement, when it all comes together in a way that isn't so PC, that's when I feel
That's
like
the
I'm
sweet spot
together.
for you.
That's my sweet spot. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna go put on the pink
Cool.
skirt too.
So I've been building my closet. Actually, I organized my closet by color wheel, and it was really helpful because I was able to see what I was missing and what the gaps were. So I know for sure that I have gaps in ring 4. Surprisingly, I have a lot of our reds from the from the spring. I have a few pinks, but I don't really have pink that's like this. And while I have the other skirt, it's a little bit longer. And this crinkle is something I've been craving, especially with the Herald suiting, which I love. We've had this in the Gabe. So this is a very special, icky kind of pink. So wearing this here, I have the dress on and also wearing the Charlie. So Charlie shirts and shirting, I usually don't gravitate to. I'm more of a Gabe girl, but in something that feels a little stretchy, a little bit more sporty, a little bit more kind of street style wear. Well, not street, I hate that word. Actually, I hate it a lot. I don't know why it came out. But I really like something that looks a little bit more, tough. So wearing this back to the pink, I'm wearing the extra large in this body. And this one is slim to the body, so you should totally take your true size. Whatever you are in Charlie, take that. Or whatever you are in tailored, in woven tops that are sized, take that. Okay, so I'm wearing it with the dress. I want to show you how this dress fits on me.
And actually, Sarah, I'm gonna have you come out and you can do a little side by side with Katura.
Okay. So I want to show you, I have a little safety pin here. I want to show you truly how low this is on the body. Go ahead. So show me what.
So mine fits about here.
And yours isn't really opening because you're not as full here,
Yeah.
right? So mine might be open a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah is how tall?
5 feet.
Okay, and I am basically 5'8". Sarah, you're wearing size what?
00.
Okay, so I'm wearing size 14. Sarah's wearing size 0, but also you have an elasticized waist. Can you tell us about styling? When you style something like this, I know you did the sweater underneath the cardigan.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Do you do like a drop waist always? When do you call for a higher waist or a drop waist?
It really depends. I think for me, this dress in particular is like what I call like the on the chair dress. It's like the chair that you have in your bedroom that has
Everybody has it.
Everyone has it.
Everybody has it.
So don't tell me that you don't. And it's the one that has like the things that you just really have in rotation that you're like, I should take that to the dry cleaner, but
I need to wear it
but I
today.
need to wear it
Yeah.
today. That is this dress. I think obviously the elastic is super forgiving, but I think also because it's a drop waist, you're just not feeling like everything is like in focus, so to speak. I feel like especially in the summer, which makes this like the perfect buy now, wear now piece. When it is so hot, you want something that is kind of away from the body, but still offers some shape, which is why I really like this. I mean, Couture and I are wearing it in 2 different ways. She has the...
I'm covered, so I'm going to wear it like kind of transitional into fall. I have on a jacket over it, but I would open this up and maybe wear the alley sandal with it.
Yeah, totally. And for me, I'm wearing it with the perfect vintage.
I was like, broadify this outfit. Well,
Yeah,
it's already
so-
broadified because you're in it, right? You are
Yeah.
Brody and you have on your pickle.
Yeah, of course. Just
Right,
for
so
you
you've
guys.
adorned yourself, but what is a...
Yeah, so what I really love is following the line of this elastic here. And, if you want to define the waist a little bit more, I kind of like wearing this super low. Where am I going here?
That's funny because when I had done the dress tied around the waist here with the sweater, it made it feel too mature, but that's what I wasn't doing.
Yeah,
I think
it's
lower.
I think especially when the waist is kind of identified and built in, I like to follow that line. So like in the same capacity that like if you were wearing a belt, what would bother you is that you would see
the
this
line
line if you
Yeah.
tried to belt it higher. And I think just kind of really embracing the different waist, and then
Because I think also, just to interject here, but I think when I tied it at the waist too, it made the dress fussier than what it was intended to be. Because this is like the dress for people who wear pants.
exactly.
We talk about skirts for
Yes,
people who wear pants.
completely.
this
Yeah.
is a dress.
And so
Yeah.
I think, Couture mentioned that I had styled it with a sweater underneath. I think
Mhm.
this is optimal for layering. Amy has been wearing hers with a t-shirt underneath. And then this is also, I'll turn it around, but it's a dress to wear backwards as well.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
think
did.
what is really like low-key sexy is when you just have that kind of opening in the back and a really high neck and kind of leaving more to be revealed, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Completely. I know I have this on and I didn't pin it because sometimes I feel like for our fuller busted, I want to show you where this actually falls and where if I were, because if you have, these girls you've been living with them for a while, so if you're someone that's a little bit more modest, I would totally just add a snap here with your tailor, or you can do a little pin. Cool.
Great.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so I am showing the pink skirt since these guys have had on the dress. So you can see this is the elasticized waist skirt. I am wearing a size small in this, and I'm really kind of doing this up, right? So for sure, like, this for me is fine, but it feels like it's lacking something. I think that, it's like if I'm going out of my way to wear a pink skirt, which is not something I would normally do, my inclination here is to take it to ton all the way. I think the only way I would wear this plain is maybe with like a black tank and a black pair of sandals. But I think for the winter time, especially if I'm going here, it begs to
I
keep
like the
going a
white.
little bit further. Yeah, but it wants to keep going further. And then I think though, I'm just curious your opinion, but I don't have the white shoes here with me, but I was kind of wanting the white shoe. I tried on the black sandal with it, and by the time I had put on, I think with the gray dark in my sweater and then the sandal.
I feel like
The
your
belt.
eye doesn't really know where
I
to
don't-
look with
yeah.
that. I think the gray, again, it's not one of those things where you like, oh, if you don't have a gray sandal, you have to buy one. I think gray and white are pretty interchangeable
Yeah.
in this scenario, as long as it's just something that is tonal
Yeah.
and lighter, because I think, like you said, the focus really is everything that's going on
Yeah.
here. And I think especially with the belt, which adds in a lot of that darker tone, adding the black at the bottom just kind of chops it into three different parts.
Yeah. And then this is obviously a ring 4 color. Ring 4s are the really saturated, bright colors on the color wheel. And remember, the purpose of the color wheel is to show you the further away, the stronger and more aggressive and bold the feeling is, and the closer they are, the opposite occurs. So if you're wearing this brighter pink, if I had mixed it with a plum or a brown top, a big brown sweater, for instance, it would be really nice, and it would be a little more subdued and not as sharp. Okay.
Yep, so I just wanted to show you guys what the dress looks like on backwards. So it's just a little V-neck in the back, which I really happen to like. And so what I don't feel though is constricted. The neckline is very comfortable, as are the shoulders, and I don't feel like I'm wearing this dress backwards. I think there's sometimes when people say, oh, but you can wear it 3 different ways, but in actuality,
Right.
it's not really that comfortable in 3 different ways. This dress is one that you truly can wear front to back, and I don't think that you will feel out of place or like you're trying too hard one way versus the other.
Can you wear it front to back having a chest?
Yeah, I actually have mine on front to back, and there's a little pucker in here, but it's not enough to make a big difference. Yeah, I actually, that's the way I usually do, because if I have to go somewhere modest,
Right.
I'm totally gonna cover this up and like let the back be the sexy part.
For sure.
So I need all of my clothing to do like 5,000 things, but sometimes they don't want to, right?
Yeah, for sure. And it's not, it's not going to be for everyone. Like you
Mhm.
said, like it puckers a little bit here.
Mhm.
Not every piece is going to work for every shape, and that's okay.
Mhm.
This one in particular, I do think
It does.
it does work for a lot of people.
You know what I like to see, because this has 2 buttons, and I don't think people realize that this can be worn open. What are your styling tips for wearing this open, almost like, would you wear this open as a duster or some type of thing that's open only?
Yeah, I think that you could. I think that for me, wearing this as a duster,
Right. I hate the word duster. I don't even know why I said it. I'm just like
it leans like a
a
little bit
mature.
Yeah, it leans a little bit mature. And like, listen, I love me a moo, don't get me wrong. But it does, I do feel like it's a little bit too bohemian as a duster. However, I do know that Yasmin from Schnee Weiss like wears the black one, and she looks extremely chic with like a black trouser, a black sandal,
Right.
and the duster, and she'll wear like a white tank top underneath.
So it's a matter of monochrome or just true styling.
I
Right?
think it really has to like make sense for you. So if I put it on, I think I would feel out of place. I'm pretty sure Amy would be like,
fucking Maud, like,
Amy
here comes Maud.
Amy would just be like, you look crazy.
And I would feel so mature, but Yasmin.
But Yasmin, like, it's so funny because I bring that up because she literally tried on something in a future collection that I think has that capability to wear both ways. And I was like, wow, I never thought to do it like that. And it looked so natural on her. So I think it really has to work within your kind of style ethos and your DNA.
Yeah, it's like a vest with a t-shirt situation. Like that's not my vibe, but that's some people's vibe, and they do, well. But for me, I would wear it probably in black, but not the pink, and wear it with a pant.
Exactly.
Like a little bandeau right here, and
Totally.
Cute. Cool. All right, so
you've got the pink on here, but in a regular cotton shirt.
Right, in a regular cotton shirt. And I was just saying how when I wear the Charlie, I'm not really craving cotton shirting because that's not my vibe. I feel like it gives me like I'm a robot in that's not me. A financial space. Like I don't want to be so I have to give it some ick. But wearing this, it's a color wheel conversation.
Yeah.
Wearing this with what now reads brown makes it feel kind of like cooler, edgier. I would totally tuck this in, and I put it on. I was like, wait, what is the bodies? Having this gusset gives you options, right? So this reads a little bit big for me, so I'm going to take this either cross wrap it and tuck it in, or just do a little easy front tuck and make this focal point my
Your slim of the big slim.
Yeah, my slim of the big slim. I just did that one really easy and quick.
And when we just talked about the color wheel here, she's got the bright on here with this kind of reddish brown here that we've got in the athletic knit. So this is definitely giving just curiosity. It looks so pretty with your nails and your ring as well. And so it all just kind of is giving like this softer interest. But if you were wearing,
I'm gonna show with the pants, the Winslow and the black.
The black, perfect.
So I just want to show
see that
the range
there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what's my guy's name?
Vintage black denim jumpsuit.
Okay, so I'm wearing the vintage black denim jumpsuit. And we had done this jumpsuit before. We love this guy. He's got the hidden pocket here with the zipper and then the back side. All of this is adjustable. For anyone wanting to wear this right now, it is absolutely wear now with a tank underneath it and a pair of sandals. And the reason why this denim feels nice when it is so admittedly hot out is it really is off the body. And that is one of the big difference. When a fabrication is heavier, but it is off the body, it makes it much more year-round friendly. If this denim had a hairy texture to it that would cause it to stick to your body, that's when you know it's a no-go for summertime. And so I am wearing it here with that sweater again that have the center front seam and the more rounded cut. And I just want to show you a fun option here with the overalls is you don't always have to wear them as overalls. So I'm going to show you what it looks like if you wear them down here, and then I'm going to take the zebra belt again, and I'm just going to run the belt through. It's just giving like a nice little detail and a nice little chill. And so this just feels like it's just options. If you're gonna buy overall,
No. You probably remember I wore huge jeans back in the day, and so we used to do like one shoulder. Did you do that? Well, you probably weren't.
I didn't, but my sister did.
Leslie is my like
I know.
twin.
Leslie was full on Janet Jackson, Madonna, and I was like St. Elmo's Fire, that big, prudy, preppy one.
I like that. I like the difference. So yeah, I did this. That's why I was like, I gotta make myself like now do that versus
Sorry, Leslie's my sister. I don't know if we said that.
We love Leslie.
Anyways, options here. Okay, I'm gonna go change my clothes.
Sweet. So I just changed into, guys, I love when I put on something and it feels like I'm in pajamas. Not because I need to be in pajamas, but comfort is Your birthright. You need it. All right. So I have on the Winslow that's in this acid. What is this, Sloan? It's just called acid wash denim. I keep calling it acid. It's not like the acid that we had a while ago. It's almost like the indigo bar knit meets any of the like sleepy pull-on, the active knit. It's so good. So from a distance, it looks like it's gray. And you can see that it has the high-lows and the striation. It really is a wash knit. It's probably gone through all the treatments that a denim would. You get the silhouette of a black or gray stitching with all the stitching here with a pull-on waist. I'm wearing extra large. I feel very comfortable in this.
Stretch denim knit Winslow.
Stretch denim knit Winslow. So you can see how this gray, now it's being elevated and kind of has excitement now because of this pink that's ring 4. And this grayish black is really calming the pink on top. So this is a different conversation than what happened with the brown recently. Do you have the black pants on? Yeah. So I want to just show you the contrast. If we jump rings and I go from ring 4 now to ring 1 with a black pant on the bottom, that will be a higher contrast and it will have higher impact. This guy, if you're a Gabe wearer, so yeah. So this is totally exciting and fun for me. But now you can see if I put this here, you can see the difference between this high contrast, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
So really, guys,
Oh,
you
sorry.
know, we know that a lot of you guys have gotten into a rut in your closet because you'll have those black pants and then you go with all those bright colors, and the gray that Katori just showed you in that icky sand acid wash is giving good friction there and a different vibe, and then so was that brownish red colorway. So if you have a closet filled with any bright colors, you want those pants. And if you've got some good ring 3s in your closet, but everything feels a little dusty and too subdued, like you're going to start chanting alms, then you want to go with some of those ring 4s. Is that what?
Chanting what?
I don't know. What do yoga people do? Do they chant alms?
Oh,
I don't know. Anyways, I have never.
That's Buddhist, or I don't know.
I don't know.
You're gonna be
Namaste.
No, I'm not wearing a cute.
Okay,
Yeah.
stay away. I'm not good at this. Okay, I am wearing the zipper pant. So this pant completely zips off into the longer short.
What size are you wearing?
I'm
know,
wearing-
but still.
I'm wearing a size 27 here.
Yeah.
This is meant to be very eased out on the body. And then sometimes it's the simplest things in the line that really excite me. And this is the perfect t-shirting. And what is his?
T-shirt, vintage sweatshirt.
I think I know why. It has that nostalgia in it.
Yeah, the perfect t-shirt, vintage sweatshirt. So it's got the high V-neck. Again, you're seeing a lot of those rounded bodies are more of like what you would associate with like someone's vintage college sweatshirt or something. But it really just
And the
has,
softness of it too.
it's soft, but this is soft but very sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
And that sturdiness is important because, you know, if you are going to, if we were to pretend like this is a blazer or whatever, what's important about the sturdiness of it is that this sturdiness here is what makes this feel right and put together.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of people got misled by all the articles that were like high-low dressing,
Yeah.
put a $900 jacket with a $15 t-shirt. And that again is what causes that fashion mullet. Like they don't quite go together. So what you want to try and do is find those eased out, ultra simple bodies, but they are done in fabrications that have guts to them, but not so special that you're like, well, shit, now I can't wash this.
Right.
This can go in your washing machine. So this is giving you all of that ease. And again, this belt just keeps
It keeps on.
coming out as like the thing that just changes up the outfit. And of course, this can completely come off as well. And well, I'm just gonna take it off right now, even though I'm not wearing this white shirt with, I'm not wearing this much white here. Like, I mean, that's just, no, I can't even look at myself here. So, here,
So I think
imagine
what
that, like I would do.
yeah,
I'm
love
still
that.
probably not wearing white. Anyway, it's a good short.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good short.
It is good. And what I even like is like the option to open that up and make it like a knee slit, right? Like the same thing that we do with the Marlin blazer, and you get that little peek of skin that when someone sees you from the back or the side, they're like, okay, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting it. If you're someone that doesn't want to wear, I think we talked about this before, the rider jean with the rips in it, you're like, I want something a little bit more refined. That jean's for you. That is a coil zipper, so it's not going to bother your knees. It actually has a little flap and flange that covers it, so you are protected. That is a good pant short combo. Okay, but also Amy was having a conversation just now, and I really think that's a conversation about chill, modern, and classic. Chill, modern, and classic is a term that Amy coined here at Tibby. And if she had on a t-shirt with that jean, that would have been a little too chill. So because she had on a shirt that had a little bit more oomph to it and was a little bit more elevated, if there's someone that says, well, I buy, Hanes t-shirts, that's the way for me. Why do I need the t-shirt that Amy just showed? That's because that has more body, meaning like heft to it, the weight of it is heavier, and also the finishing of it. So I'm actually wearing the matching, I came back out to show you the jacket. I'm sorry, it feels like a jacket now. The shirt that matches the pant. In any other land, this would feel like chill. But because I'm wearing it, you saw a minute, I adjusted myself. My collar was open, and I immediately felt like I was too chill because it was too relaxed. So I wanted to button my collar to give it a little bit more finishing. And I could button this too because it's also stretchy, but I like it open. And I'm wearing it with the open-toed sandals. So that gives it, while it's chill, it's more modern, it's more elevated.
And this, you guys, like this Winslow pant, well, Malcolm was here last week. He looked sick in it. Guys look great in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were just in Vail where everyone was super chill.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in Aspen.
Mm-hmm.
Not so chill,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, just not so chill.
Yeah.
What I will say is all the hot bodies out there,
Hot bodies.
they felt so good. And they came in and it's like, well, I haven't worn anything, not so slim to the body. My husband likes it really tight. I'm like, let's just put these on. And
Girl.
they're like, fuck, man, it looks so good.
Because it's angles on the body.
Looks so good. It doesn't matter. All different heights, shapes, everything. Really,
Yeah.
really good.
I'm going to put on something.
Okay, thanks. So what's the name of my dress here? Okay. So this is the Eco Poplin cotton dress. And what we were striving for here, Tracy's aim was really getting to a cotton dress that was absolutely perfect weight for the winter time. Got a tight on with it. I would absolutely wear this with a pair of boots as well. But what is important about this cotton dress, and Tracy and I talk about this a lot, is for me at my age and where I live outside of New York, I commute in every day, but outside of New York in a suburb, I can feel very mature in a cotton dress. And Tracy, though, Tracy's already got her edge all built in. She's got her black bangs. She's got kind of a little bit of a tougher look. So when she wears a cotton dress, she already is a lot of that irony built into it. And so we really worked together to create a dress that would give modernity and interest and all the things that we love about a cotton dress, and that it would be all that ease and functionality that Tracy literally lives for. And then for me, it would lift it up and not make me feel like, I don't know, I just want to feel more in it, and I feel more in this dress. And I think it's because what she did here is she really created the bottom to be that balloon style that we love. And I think this dress can really dress up. In the summertime, it's not a real, it's not going to be your 80, 95 degree, I'm wearing this with a pair of sandals dress, but it is a cooler summer night dress. So if you're talking about summer in the 70s at nighttime, this with a sandal completely bare does work as well. And then with the brown, I love giving this a pop of the color. And so what I want to show you is here, I'm going to use red to get some color. I also have zero problems with layering cotton on cotton. I find that these shirts, this is the one that we did with the Tibby Carosino collection that you guys have read about, that we shot in Italy a few weeks ago. Seems like a year ago now. but I love the ease that that does as well. This is an outfit that I would probably lean into a lot if I was traveling, because I probably would have worn this on the plane. I maybe would have worn this out, and then at nighttime, if we're just going up to a bar, maybe I'm gonna layer it on here. And what I want to show you is with a belt, though. I tried this with a belt, and this kind of goes back to what Sarah and I were saying with where you line up a belt when the seam is dropped. When I put on a belt here, I see this happen in a lot of dressing rooms. So someone will come out and they'll say, oh, it's too full for me. And then someone's like, just belt it.
Mhm.
That doesn't really give the answer for a lot of people. So for me, if I just belt it, okay, yes, it defines my waist, but literally I feel like I'm about to pack your lunchbox and I'm in the 50s and it's just too conservative and classic
Mhm.
for me. Would you wear this way or?
I would not belt this because of where the seam is. But
Yeah.
if the seam was higher, I would belt it.
Yeah, if it
but
was
I-
intentionally to.
yeah, if it was like, it's not up here, but I'm very cautious about balancing my
Yeah.
bust. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just way too, so curious with the bust, a lot of women have said to me who are chestier that sometimes they're hesitant about wearing a mandarin collar.
Yes.
Because they feel like they can't open it up. So
Yes.
how limiting is that for you?
I don't feel that it's limiting because I'm going to get my skin. It's really a big slim skin conversation. And I think we are socialized to think that having this out is sexy.
Mhm.
So if you have a bigger bust, you must show the deepest V possible.
Yeah.
And moving away from that, I was actually able to see my face, right? So if I
Mhm.
wear this, it's 100% going to be a rolled sleeve situation because
Yeah.
I also will feel too modest and too covered.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're looking right at, like, it's like Tuna in Tokyo, if you remember that reference. But
So,
yeah.
but it's funny because the way that you phrase that, so when you are adjusting things on your body, you really are looking to avoid some things rather than like you just, instead of like trying to make yourself feel sexy, you were trying to make yourself feel less modest and less covered. And I think sometimes focusing on those words
Right.
instead of aiming for sexy, like less modest, less covered are a little more actionable,
Yeah.
where sexy is like hard sometimes to get around.
But I'm gonna be honest, for people that have a fuller body in any part, right? You have a big booty, you have big boobs. Immediately, you're sexy without even wanting it.
Right.
You know, I've had larger breasts since I was like 14, so it's
Yeah.
like you're in the habit of dumbing things down
Yeah.
or making them less sexy, so people will
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah.
So I think even right now, I can feel the imprint of my breast, but I'm okay with it because I'm balanced with the ease
Yeah.
of the body.
Cool.
Like, you know,
I mean, I appreciate that because
Yeah.
I've never had them. Well, I did.
You can have some.
This baby for a hot minute.
oh, what a time to be alive. All right, so on that note, I would love to talk to you about this Scotty and Tropical Wool. When we were doing this world tour of styling everywhere, I was like, guys, this is the one. I'm so excited about this pant. I love the Scotty. I was kind of like an active knit with the pocket, the active knit cargo girl, because I really wasn't craving slim, but having this body in a slimmer like shape and also having it in a more elevated fabrication is really a home run because you're wearing this everywhere you would normally that you're dressing up or you're dressing it down. I put this on and I was like, guys, does this come in two lengths? And you can see that it's kind of like not flooding, but it's not having the goodies or the good puddle that I would like. And I'm wearing the short. So this is also a great thing because we didn't offer Scotty in two lengths before. That's a big, big deal. So not only are you getting two lengths, you're also getting snaps in the back so that you can make sure that you can self-hem this. So I am 5 and some change, 5'7" and like almost 8, and I'm wearing the short right now. This is not my preference, but I want you to see this. And I'm wearing an extra large, so it's extra large S. If you're shopping on the site and you see S or R, that means short or regular. Usually there's a 3 to 4 inch difference between the two, and that will only be for bottoms. If you are below 5'3" and you're like, do I take short or regular? You are always going to take the shorter of the two lengths. Cool. And if you have any questions, if what you got just now, I looked and it's not in the back, this says extra large. But if you look at the care label, it always says short or regular. So the style number will be here in the care label and it'll say short. So I digress, but I'm also wearing the vintage tee that Amy spoke about. And we had a really hot, like a higher VT, and it's kind of slim to the body. I believe it was shrunken. I love that one. It's a little close, so I love the ease of this. It really feels like I'm wearing my boyfriend's, my mom's, anybody's like old vintage sweatshirt coupled with a tee. Cool. So did you know that? Well, I'm sure you know it because you are Tibby. But this Scotty in 2 links is so great for our petite clients.
I know, you're welcome, Sarah. I mean Tracy. Tracy's the one that
You defaulted to Sarah.
insisted on that.
Sarah always catches.
Well, no, I screw up my kids' names all the time. Okay, so this is the Peplum top that Sarah had on earlier. And I've always loved a Peplum top. Tracy, not so much. So this is, again, like this was where we could really come together and create the Peplum top that for Tracy was not too sweet and was giving a modern moment. So I won't go into any more descriptions here. You guys saw all the good details with Sarah, but I am wearing, this top comes in regular sizing, right?
It's numeric.
Numeric. Okay, so I'm wearing the size 4 in this. And you can see it's got a nice ease. I'm wearing a regular bra, and I really probably not going to show the bra in this. I don't want to. So I would wear either a T-strap or a strapless bra. Strapless bra is going to be easy here because this comes up high enough. Okay, now I am wearing the pant that has the gusset. And this one is the extra small, and I'm showing you the extra small for a reason. One reason is I didn't have the small here, so there you go, pragmatically speaking. But I want to show you that even though I can wear the extra small, I want to show you why I don't wear the extra small. So, and when I'm wearing it with the Peplum, the extra small doesn't bother me. I have enough length here to still puddle. Actually, I just saw that this has got the snaps in the back. So the compact knit is different than the tropical wool because it's got the snaps and it has the drawstring here. If you guys have had the compact knit and the pencil skirts we've done the slim black tops with it. If you've got the slim black top that from last year, that's going to go really nicely here with this pant. But this has a lot of ease to it. It has a bit of a sporty feel like the athletic knit has. It's a lighter weight than the athletic knit. And then you've got the gussets here. So this is really like just hanging all chill. But what I want to show you, but I don't want to go offset here because I'm going to wait for someone else to come out. But if I were wearing a top that was more, hey, Sloan, do you mind handing me that black fuzzy top? If I was wearing a top that is more fitted, I'm going to show you why.
I love that
I
you brought the
would.
serviette back.
Thanks. Yes, because serviette is that good texture.
So serviette, and I always shout out our only ring 1 girlies, and I think that Prana speaks about that a lot. Ring 1 in the summer. Bringing serviette back in black and white is really good because you're getting texture.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So what I wanted to show with this is, for me, this is a lot of slim because I've got a heel on with it. And what I want to show you is I am wearing the extra small in the pant. And it was funny because when I put them on, you were like, huh. Exactly. So this is again where, as Sarah said, dealer's choice. And we were in Aspen, and a lot of those dealers would have chosen the smaller pant, right? They wanted things that fit a little bit closer to the body. So when you want things that fit closer to the body, it's not because you're also just like, wow, it's not like sex. But sometimes people like things to be cleaner. But cleaner is a word that we use in a lot of our fit sessions, but we use it in a way that we don't
You're
use
cleaning
it.
up like.
No. I mean that when the fit model comes out,
Yeah.
if it looks like this,
Oh, yeah.
Sarah's words are going to be it's too clean.
Well, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happens.
Too clean to the body. And so here, this is a pant that is in compact knit and it wants to have all of this chill and ease. So the first thing I would do to try and get there, if I were, if this was the pant body that I was trying on. The first thing I would do to see if I can get to a little bit more ease is I would put on a flat sandal, and I would see if that gets me to where I want to be, right? So do that first. Okay. I'm just going to be sloppy here in the
No. I mean, well, this is the alley, and we know the alley has a million ways to tie it. Tracy actually ties hers under the heel. She does all these tricked out things.
He does.
Yeah, but if you wanted to just throw this on,
Yeah.
you could.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you. So for me,
Back up a little bit.
having this pant,
So how does that feel?
so it feels better because with this slimness,
Mm-hmm.
it's just not me to wear it with a heel. It's just too fussy, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm wearing it with the flat, this feels a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm still going to go with my size small.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm really a true 4 here, so I'm a little in between because a small is a size 4 and a 6,
Mm-hmm.
and an extra small is a 0 and a 2.
Right.
And I'm not a 2, but I'm definitely not a 0.
Right. Right.
And I'm a 4, but I'm definitely not a 6.
Right.
But I'm not in no man's land. Again, I'm kind of picking my poison. But for me, this is a little too, you can see it's just fitting a little too close to the body for me to clean.
Mm-hmm.
For someone else, this is going to be their perfect pant.
Yeah.
But you do, if you went with this size, which I thought did work with the heel and the longer top, if I went with this size, just putting it on with the flat
Yeah.
fills everything
Change it.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really too about like your hip versus your waist, because some people are like, I have a 36-inch hip, but I have a like size 28 waist, and so that means that you're a size, basically a 6 at your waist and a size 2 at your hip, so it's confusing sometimes. With knit pants, just go for what you know. All right, so I'm wearing the same pant that Amy was wearing, and I'm wearing it in size extra large because I am fuller at my waist, and I'm really not a true 14. I'm closer to like a 16, sometimes an 18 at my hip. Shout out to motherhood and just good jeans. And so I'm wearing this. I like that I have the option to wear the same pant silhouette that's available in the tropical wool, but now wearing it in a pull-on. So that's what's really great about us as a brand, is that there's options. If you get a pull-on skirt or if you get a tailored skirt, so this is not tailored, this is a pull-on. And I threw this on with my men's fine gauge t-shirt, mostly because I wanted to use it as a layering tool. I know Amy talks about being looking like a waiter or something like that. This feels kind of fresh for me, but it's a little too matchy-matchy with the shoes. So I'd likely opt for an open-toe sandal here or maybe even a pop of red. This is more of a color situation too, 1 to 9. I'm gonna throw on my Max blazer just to see if I can like switch this up a little bit and make it feel different. And this is, oops, I still feel a little slim. So for me, this is a lot of slim. I like a little bit more fullness on top when I'm wearing a slim pant. I haven't seen myself. You've seen me before. I've seen myself. I don't hate it, but something's off.
I'm buying what you're selling if it's
what, windows?
or, well, you know what, but it doesn't feel like you.
It doesn't feel like me in this era of my
You're
life.
like, this is,
Yeah,
if you
this-
came in like this, people like,
Is she interviewing?
She's interviewing.
But where is she interviewing with this on? I mean, Goldman doesn't.
She's switching.
Yeah, they're not into it.
She's switching.
This is me right out of college interviewing in
Yes.
marketing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay.
Okay, so guys, what I do know is that the cows are sold out pretty much.
Yeah, the cow and the loafer and the Herbert.
No,
Oh.
this one is sold out on
Oh, wow.
from the pre-order.
Okay.
So, because we were trying to
Yeah.
sell a sample to someone in Colorado. But we're gonna go ahead and order more cows.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna come the end of September, beginning of October. You guys know those Italians are all
That'll be
for
good.
August, yay for them. But, so the cows will not come until later. And a lot of you guys ask me, are you getting back into something? We, as a matter of course, don't just get back into things because most things take months and months and months, 6 months to get back into something. But we will also always share any store partners that have it. Okay,
Not
so
shoes though.
no, not shoes. Sometimes we'll bring them like to McMullen and
Yeah.
everything. Okay, so what I want to show you to end on here is this top is a real unsung hero top. He is the athletic knit. So it's got all the ease that you guys know about athletic knit. He's got this cocoon back to him. And he
This
is
rounded shoulder too.
rounded shoulder. He is the ultimate bow. because he is sporty, but he is feminine. He is absolutely, he can be so dressed up. So if you told me that I had a black tie event tomorrow and I had a gigantic big black skirt and a pair of heels and a great necklace or earrings, this top stands up to that moment, but it is also the top with blue jeans in the grocery store, and everyone's just like, can you tell me where the vegetables are? Like, no one is like, why did you wander in here from the ballroom? So it is an ultimate valve top. And then I'm just gonna show you here with the cheetah guys, because we did get the cheetahs in, and
I like that it's an icky cheetah.
it's an icky cheetah. He is good ick. And I think I would maybe even be tempted. I love with the loafer seeing a little bit of ankle, and what's good is this compact knit can keep
it's really
up the keep it up too. It doesn't like drip back down. And then I've got the sweater tied around me to give a little bit of ease, since these are a little bit closer on my body than I wanted.
Cool.
Okay. So next week, I think we're gonna dive more into shoes and more practicality, but,
That's
okay.
Do we have housekeeping?
Oh, are you going
Housekeeping,
anywhere?
yeah, I've got, Space 519 at the end of the month in Chicago. And then we've got McMullen coming up mid-August.
That's it for now, right?
That's it. Please, that's it for right now.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Bye.